The great philosopher Jesse Ventura has hooked up with Max Blumenthal to make a very anti-Jewish video. I'm surprised that Jesse Ventura is usually a straight shooter. Max Blumenthal, on the other hand, hates Jews, even though he comes from Jews. The reason is very simple. A Jew who rejects the ways of the Jews invariably hates the Jews because they survive as Jews. He doesn't want to survive as a Jew. He wants to be a goy. And he can't stand the fact that there are Jews who are proud of their existence and don't want to disappear. That bothers him because that irks his own personal choice, makes him feel less than correct. Nobody likes to feel that way. Nobody likes to feel wrong. But that's why he hates people who are obviously Jewish like me, or people who identify as Jews like anyone who goes to the state of Israel and believes in a strong state of Israel. Thousands of missiles rained upon the Jewish state, and only a handful of people were murdered. How come? I have no answer, because it only could have been from God. The first Iraq war with Saddam Hussein, 39 Scuds attacked Israel and destroyed about 8,000 to 10,000 homes. There was one casualty. One Scud hit Saudi Arabia, and it hit an American military camp, and there were over 200 casualties, 200 deaths. One Scud killed 200 Americans. 39 Scuds could only kill one Israeli. You can explain that? I can't. It has to be from the hand of God. That being said, there is no mitzvah to allow people to shower you with missiles. It doesn't make a difference that there are very few casualties. It destroys homes, destroys property, it destroys lives. It upsets any kind of continuity for children to go to school, does not allow people to engage in business, disrupts the lives of tens of thousands of people. So Israel is justified in attacking those who will send missiles against them. They take out the missile batteries. Those batteries are set up in population centers. Israel has warned the populations to leave before they attack the batteries. The Arabs, not the Palestinians, these are Arabs. 90% of them come from other countries. They're not indigenous to the land that was called Palestine. There never was a land called Palestine. It was a territory. But the people living there in Gaza and other places are 90% from other countries. In fact, their great leader, Yasser Arafat, was born in Egypt. Wasn't born in Palestine. These people who are Arabs are not allowed to leave the areas by Hamas. That's why there are collateral casualties. Another thing you have to know is the so-called civilian that were killed. About half of them, or a third of them, were really armed soldiers. That's been also verified. Men between 18 and 35 were the so-called civilians. There were some women and children. For the most part, it's men between the age of 18 and 35. Most places they're called soldiers. Of course, they're not wearing uniforms. Jesse, baby, and Max, the brilliant twit, have labeled them as civilians. Oh, he's going to argue with me on casualty numbers and percentages. The facts are facts. When you have missile batteries in population centers and you take them out, there's going to be casualties. There's going to be other people dying. The Arabs are banking on that so that the Max Blumenthals of this world will hate Jews and make videos against Jews. Ultimately, nothing matters. What matters is only the resolve of the people of Israel. But we have to call a spade a spade. It's just a hatchet job done by a former wrestler who was elected to be the governor of Minnesota. It's also the state where Al Franken, who's a comedian, became the senator of the great state of Minnesota. So if you can have a wrestler be the governor, you can have a crackpot comedian become the senator, and everything is cool. And then you can have Max Blumenthal, do his dastardly deeds, and nobody knows the difference because they're not thinking too straight.